Hello, today we are going to make a greeting card for all the people that you may be missing, friends and family. We're just going to make a simple card out of a double-sided piece of paper. If you don't have a double-sided piece of paper, you can use a white paper or a different colored paper and put a drawing on it, or whatever you would like. So the supplies that you'll need are your paper, and I am using a cardstock. It's a little thicker than a regular piece of paper, just so it can stand a little better for the person you're sending it to. And you'll want to have a pair of scissors and a pencil and a ruler. If you would like, you can have extra embellishments. I have a few items here, some stickers, some ribbon, different things that you may want to put on your card to make it look a little more special. So the first thing that we have to do is, with your paper, if you do have a pattern on it, make sure that it's running lengthwise for the 11, and then the shorter end will be the 8.5. So the first step is to measure your folds, which we're going to do at 3.5 inches and then again at 7. Going to line my paper, and I'll use my ruler to mark that. And you do want to make sure that it's even and that you're marking them both at the top and the bottom of the page. I'm just going to slide that and making sure that the folds are nice and straight is going to be very important. So it's probably best to use a ruler and really mark those edges. So once you've got that done, then what you're going to do is fold your paper. Now you can use your ruler to help bend the page if that's going to be helpful. I do like to use my paper cutter because you can run something through the track, and that makes it pretty even and straight. So you just put your markings on here, and I'll use my scissors. Now you don't want to use the you don't want to cut through it. You're just putting a little crease, so make sure that you're not pushing too hard, but it should be just enough to put a nice little fold in your card. Now as you're folding it, make sure that you're putting your ends together so they're not going over the paper. You want to see them go right to the ends. And then again, you can use your scissor handles as a nice way to crease the edges to make it a nice even crease. So we'll do the next. And again, I'm just lining them right in the gutter line. And as you fold this page, again, this fold, make sure that your corners again are very straight. And sometimes if they don't want to lay properly, it is easier to use your scissor handles. If you have a bone folder, that works as well. Just make sure those are nice and even. So when you put your card together, you're going to have a nice clean edge on this side. You will have an extra lip on this side of the card. Now you can, with my previous sample, you can trim it so it has a nice clean edge, or you can even use some decorative scissors like I have here on the table, and that will give you a nice fun edge, even a little more decorative if you would like to do that. So the next part is to measure, and again, depending on which side of your paper you want on the inside, you're going to measure 3.5 inches from the bottom to make that cut. So again, use your ruler. Let's get that turned around. And 3.5 inches. And then if you're using an X-Acto knife to cut, you can do that, or your scissors. You want to line the mark that you just made with the line from your fold. And you can, if you want, draw a pencil line and cut from there, or an X-Acto knife is fine. I'm going to use my paper cutter. And again, remember, it's that second fold. And if you would like to have more of the paper showing, there's nothing stopping you from cutting it higher up. You'll just have a smaller window on the outside of the card to the back of the paper. Okay. So here is our initial part of the card. And be sure to erase any of the pencil markings that you might have on these edges. Make it nice and clean for your card recipient. And now you can add embellishments or any of the other fancy things. If you want to put ribbon on it, you can do that. I do have a couple of butterflies that I think I might add to the, let's see what we have here. I may put something out here, and perhaps, since these are flowers on the inside, I may put another butterfly on the outside, maybe here. So I'm just going to use my glue, and again, you can use Elmer's glue or a glue stick. I have these handy tape runners, so I think I'm going to try that. Just put a little bit of tape, and I'm going to run it just down the center so that when I put this on my flower, I can then pick up the ends of the wings to give it some motion. I think I'll do that with the other butterfly as well. I think I'll put that right about there. Again, I'm using my tape. And we'll put that one right there. Pick up the wings a bit. And there you go. Now, if you are writing in this like a note card, then if this is too much of a pattern for you, I do suggest that you put something on the inside, another piece of paper, a solid piece of paper perhaps. You can just put that right in, maybe trim it a little to give it a little bit of a border. And there you are. There are some samples that I've made that may be fun to try. If you don't have double-sided paper, perhaps that's this pattern right here. This is an example of putting that extra piece of paper in there. And I also, for this butterfly, so that it would puff up a little bit, I just used a little accordion style fold on some extra paper that I had. And then you can just glue those right in, and every time you open the card, it stays puffed up. Here's a card where I used a white piece of paper and some printed paper and solids. So each has a little bit of a border around the edges, And again, I used that same accordion fold on this butterfly. I also added this little dotted line so you can see the movement from the butterfly. Little sentiment on the outside. And I also have a Halloween card just to do something a little festive. And again, this was done on black paper with orange for the background, and then a nice printed paper on the outside with a few embellishments. So I do hope you've had fun today, and each of these cards do fit in a business size envelope, so you can use a regular stamp with them. And I hope that you'll find that to be helpful and easy for today's project.